What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Goldpony. This is Goldpony Crypto, and so in today's video, we are going to go over the 10 key reasons why you should upgrade or get the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White Crypto.com card. And so, in case you guys haven't seen my other Crypto.com card videos, I currently have the Ruby Steel. I absolutely love it. I use it for everything from getting groceries to getting gas to even paying my phone and cable bills as well when I went to the dentist, movies, all that stuff. And it gets you cash back in the form of Crow, which is Crypto.com's native token, which then you could transfer to Bitcoin, Ethereum. You could leave it there if you wanted to, or you can transfer it directly into your bank account as well if you wanted to go that route. But so ultimately, the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White, this is my ultimate goal. This is the card that I want to get in the future, hopefully within the next, I don't know, 7-8 years, somewhere in that ballpark. And so in this video, again, I'll be going over the 10 key reasons to go ahead and get the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White card, as well as how to go about getting it and what you actually need to do, because there is a little staking requirement for this one, of course. And I'll, of course, explain everything about how these Crypto.com cards actually work, since I actually own the Ruby Steel, so this gives me a little bit of experience. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with what this card actually is. And so to start, this is a Visa debit card. This is not a credit card, so you don't actually have to apply for anything. It's not going to hit your ding your credit score or anything like that. It's a debit card. All you need to do is simply sign up, and they're going to go ahead and send it to you by mail in this nice little package too, actually. And so to actually go ahead and sign up, first thing you need to do is actually download the Crypto.com app. You can do that on any smart device, whether it be your smartphone or a tablet. Just simply look for the Crypto.com app, hit download. It's going to ask you for some basic KYC. It stands for Know Your Customer. You're just going to have to maybe take a little snip or a screenshot of your driver's license, some form of ID, give them some basic info, just so they know that you're not trying to embezzle money or do anything shady. Then once you've actually gone through that, once you get the app pulled up, in the very bottom right hand corner, it's going to say card. You just simply hit that little button and then select which card that you want to go with. And by the way, let me stop right here before we even get started. If you wanted to sign up for one of these Visa metal cards, go ahead and use my referral code. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen or in the description box below. The reason you want to use it is because it gives you a free $25 worth of Crow when you sign up for one of these. And actually, I get $25 as well. So if you wanted to support the channel, I, of course, would certainly appreciate that too. But if you don't use the code, of course, you don't get anything when you sign up. So you might as well use it because it's a free $25. And so once you actually have your Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White card, the way to go about getting money onto this prepaid Visa debit card is to either link it to your traditional bank. You can do what's called an ACH push, kind of just send money from your traditional bank account to Crypto.com's bank account, and then the money's going to arrive in your fiat wallet, which then you can do whatever you want with. Typically, then you just top up your card and go ahead and add the funds. You can also use your cryptocurrency to top up that card if you want to. Of course, that is considered a taxable event. Typically, I'm not a tax professional, and nothing in this video, of course, is financial advice, but you're probably going to get hit with some kind of taxes with that one. But you can also actually link it to your direct deposit through your typical day job, and you could just link a portion of it even if you wanted to. You don't have to do the full amount, so that some of those funds get directly deposited into your Crypto.com app, which then you can use to top up that card. And then lastly, you can also top it up through a Visa or a debit card as well. And typically, I use my traditional bank's debit card because there's no fees there. If you use a credit card, it is going to give you a percentage fee. It might be like 2%, so I don't know why you would ever want to use that. But anyways, did want to mention it. And so like I said, this is a Visa card, so therefore you can use it anywhere Visa is accepted. So that's pretty much everywhere in the world at this point. In case you were curious about where can you actually use this card, it's everywhere. And although we will be going over the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White card today, there are actually 5 different tiers of different cards you can go with the Crypto.com system here. Bottom one is going to be Midnight Blue. It doesn't require any staking whatsoever. That's the free card. It gives you 1% cash back in Crow. And then, of course, gets progressively higher with that cash back rewards as you go up in the card tier. For example, this Ruby Steel card that I have, it gives you 2% cash back as well as free Spotify and increased earn rates, things like that. But like I said, it continues to get better, of course, after that. By the way, if I haven't mentioned it, the Ruby Steel card and up is going to be the metal cards. The Midnight Blue is going to be the plastic card. So if you wanted a metal card, go with the Ruby Steel or up. But anyways, back to the Frosted Rose Gold and Icy White. In order to actually get this card, you do have to stake a certain amount. And so the Ruby Steel is 400, Jade Green is 4,000. This one is 40,000. And so what that actually means when I say stake $40,000 is essentially like kind of a savings account. And so you're going to get that money back. You stake it for a period of 6 months. And so when you stake that $40,000, that is tied to the price of Crow, which can fluctuate. It can go up and down. So if the price goes up at the end of that 6 months, you're going to come out with the gain. If the price goes down, you might lose a little bit. But having said that, I do think Crypto.com is an extremely reputable company. They have partnerships with Formula One, the largest partnership ever with UFC, Philadelphia 76ers, which is a big one for me because I'm from Pennsylvania, so I do watch the Sixers from time to time, so that's pretty cool. And they're growing like crazy right now, of course, because we're in the middle of a bull market, so definitely got a lot going for it. But again, $40,000 worth of Crow, and it can increase in value. For example, when I staked for my Ruby Steel, it was approximately 6 cents, and now it's approximately 20 cents, so I 3x my money since when I originally staked it, which is pretty cool. But anyways, now having got all of that out of the way, what do you guys say? Let's just go ahead and start with the countdown. I'm going to start with number 10, working my way to number 1, going through the 10 key reasons to go ahead and get this Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White Card from Crypto.com. And so starting with the number 10 reason on my list being the cashback in the form of Crow. And so the cashback for the Frosted Rose Gold / Icy White is absolutely ridiculous. It comes in the form of 5% on everything. You compare that to some of the other cards out there. Take, for example, the BlockFi credit card, let's say 1.5% cash back on everything for that. And there's tons of regular credit cards out there and debit cards out there that give you maybe 1% cash back on a lot of things, but 5% is absolutely ridiculous. And again, that comes in the form of Crow, again, Crypto.com's native token. You can transfer that to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, or any of the other 100 plus cryptocurrencies on Crypto.com's app, or you could transfer it to your traditional bank account. That's yet another option, or just leave it in Crow, and that is the last option, I guess you could say. But quite a bit of cash back. 5% is absolutely ridiculous, and that's a 2% bump from the previous card tier being the J Green Royal Indigo, which gives you 3% cash back. So that's a big deal. Number 9 being is that it's a metal card. Listen, that's heavy duty, man. And again, the Midnight Blue is the only plastic card, so everything else is going to be metal cards anyways, but it's pretty stinking cool. It makes you feel like a baller. And then when you're going through the Taco Bell line and when you go up to the cashier and the cashier is like, oh, that card's heavy. It's pretty freaking cool, and that makes it all worth it. But anyways, I like that. Number 8, and this is going to be specific for this particular tier being the Frosted Rose Gold / Icy White, is 100% reimbursement for Amazon Prime. That is a huge deal for me. And the way that works is it's up to a $12.99 value. So if you have that Amazon Prime membership, rather than linking that to a traditional debit or credit card, go ahead and link it to your Crypto.com Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White card. And then when that gets taken out, it's going to then instantly reimburse you in the form of Crow 100%, not the 5%, 100% reimbursement up to $12.99 in the form of Crow. And that is an incredible way to passively invest. It's going to rack up a lot quicker than you think it is going to, but that's not even the best perk about this. So let's continue on. Making our way to number 7 being some more 100% reimbursements, and I'm going to tie 2 of them in here because 100% reimbursement for Spotify, which to be fair I get with my Ruby Steel card, but also 100% reimbursement for Netflix as well. And in case you were curious, the Spotify reimbursement is up to $12.99. Netflix reimbursement is up to $13.99. And again, that is reimbursed 100% in the form of Crow. Another great way to passively invest. All you have to do, simply link your Crypto.com card to Spotify and Netflix. Number 6 on my list is going to be lounge key access for not only yourself, but one additional guest as well. And so I put it that way because the next card tier down, being the J Green and Royal Indigo, it's just going to be lounge key access for one person. But with the Frosted Rose Gold and Icy White, you get yourself plus another person as well. So if you have a significant other or spouse or whatever the case, they can have that lounge key access along with you, which is pretty cool. And in case anybody didn't know what lounge key access actually is, when you go to the airport, they have these special little exclusive areas that only particular people can go in that have these particular VIP credentials, like the Crypto.com card, for example. And that gives you access to games, to TV, to super comfortable seating as opposed to the regular seating that you get in the airport. Also some free food, and it depends on where you're at, but some other things are available as well. So that is pretty darn cool. And of course, again, you get the exclusivity because not everybody is allowed in there, so it's kind of cool. Next, coming in at number 5 on my list is going to be Crypto.com Private. And so this is a label that includes a bunch of different things from Crypto.com, including you will get over-the-counter block trades of Crow. You will get research reports sent directly to you by Crypto.com. You will also get an inheritance service. And this is a big deal to me because if you have a spouse or significant other that is not necessarily into cryptocurrency, they don't know a whole lot about it, if something were to happen to you, this inheritance service is going to help pass along all of your gains to that significant other or whoever it is that you want the gains to be passed along to. And this inheritance service is going to help you out with that. And that is kind of peace of mind for yourself, knowing that there is going to be a way to actually get this money out to the people that you love. Also with this Crypto.com Private though, you will also get priority customer service, which quite honestly, it's all kind of priority. Every time I've contacted them, they've got back to me instantly. So I don't know how priority it can be because they're super quick either way, but also industry events access as well. Take for example, the Bitcoin conference in Miami. In the past, they have given access to that. So that is pretty darn cool. All right, so next thing on my list is going to be my personal favorite, and that is going to be 12% interest on your $40,000 worth of Crow that you stake. And so take, for example, if you compare this to some of the other card tiers that Crypto.com has, my Ruby Steel gives me 0%. I have to stake only $400 to be fair, but I get no interest on that. Then if you jump up, it goes to 10%. And then if you jump up to the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White, then you get 12% interest on your $40,000. Try to get that in a traditional bank. It pays you like 0.01% interest, or even mutual funds. They range from like 8 to 10% typically. So 12% is kind of ridiculous, to be quite honest. And that is definitely a huge incentive for just about anybody to go ahead and go with the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White, especially if you get in at the right time. That is incredible. It comes out to be approximately $4,800 worth of interest a year. That's 12% of $40,000. So that is pretty darn crazy. And not only that, again, it's not like you're losing that $40,000. You still get to keep that after the 6 months. It's just that you're earning 12% interest on it for those 6 months. And also, since we're on the topic, after that 6 months ends, and mine already has, you can choose to either leave it in that staked form and continue to earn 12%, or you can take it out, take some of your profits maybe, and then even restake if you wanted to, go with a different card tier, whatever you want to do basically. And as far as how you're actually going to get those payments, it's paid out weekly, again in the form of Crow. And so every week it's going to add that Crow to your Crypto.com app. Not actually going to include it into your staked amount, but it is going to add it to your wallet on the Crypto.com app. So I did want to mention that. Next, coming in at number 3 is going to be yet again increased earn rates. And so on the Crypto.com app, of course you get interest, like I said, in the form of Crow, but you can actually get interest on a lot of the cryptocurrencies that they have on that app as well, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin. And when you get to the Frosted Rose Gold and Icy White, this particular card that we're going over today, these are the best earn rates that Crypto.com gives you. So even if you were to jump up to that very top card level, being the Obsidian, where you have to stake $400,000, you're still going to get the same earn rates as you would on the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White. So I did want to mention that. Let me just cover a couple of them for you guys real quick. For Bitcoin, you can earn up to 8.5% if you stake that for 3 months. That is going to be the highest percentage you can get for that. Of course, they have 1 month and then flexible terms as well. Like if you go down to 1 month, I think it might be 6.5. Flexible might be 5.5 or 4.5. I don't know. And that essentially means you can get it out at any time. But for the 3 month, you earn 8.5%. Ethereum, you're going to earn 8.5%. Stable coins, and that's all stable coins, you're going to earn 14%. So that's pinned to the dollar. 14% interest pinned to the dollar. It doesn't get any better than that. And then there's a couple others I want to mention. You do get 14% on Polygon, believe it or not, and 14.5% on Polkadot, which is pretty cool. Any smart contract platform that you can earn 14.5% interest on is pretty darn cool. And again, it's paid out weekly, and it's paid out in the staked token that you do. So if you stake Polkadot, you're going to get paid out in Polkadot. If you stake Bitcoin, you're going to get paid out in Bitcoin. It's not going to be paid out in Crow. It's going to be paid out in whichever token you end up staking. Number 2 on my list for the Frosted Rose Gold Icy White is going to be the exclusive welcome pack. And so I found a couple pictures online. I'm going to show them here to you guys, but easily I can see this valued at over $100. You get a hat, you get a pullover, you get a t-shirt, and there's a couple other things included in this little welcome pack as well. But I thought it was a nice gesture. It's pretty darn cool in my opinion. Number one, because I did the top 10 list, but there's plenty of other benefits. I'm just going to throw them all in here real quick. You get 10% off on Expedia. The customer service is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've contacted them by phone and by direct message on Twitter as well, and they've been instant in their responses. And I'm not just saying that, I'm showing you guys proof here on the screen. And of course, there is that possibility that Crow is going to increase in value over time, as it did for me with my Ruby Steel card. Like I said, it's 3x'd in value since I first signed up for this thing. And of course, with all of these new partnerships that they keep getting, like the UFC, like the Philadelphia 76ers, like Formula One, like Aston Martin, like a bunch of different soccer teams or football teams, as you guys say over the pond there, I could definitely see Crypto.com continuing to grow like crazy as they have been. They have the second best cybersecurity rating, I believe, right after Kraken, and then Coinbase and Gemini are all below that, of course, so they have excellent security there. And I believe they are now officially insured for the very most amount of money as well. So if your account were to get hacked or whatever, they have the most insurance than any other exchange out there right now, which is nuts. So again, if you wanted to sign up for the Frosted Rose Gold or Icy White or the Ruby Steel that I have, go ahead and use my referral code at the bottom of the screen there, again in the description box below. Get a free $25 worth of Crow. That is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on social media if you wanted to see what's coming next on the channel and different cryptocurrency updates over time. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the bell notification button. If you're into cryptocurrency, that is what we do here on this channel. After all, do appreciate you guys watching more than you know. I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.